Sketches of Life. Chicago Nap Cafe. The scene starts in an office where John is sitting at his desk, one of many cubicles. The clock says about 2 p.m. He's struggling to stay awake. A coworker, Tim, stops by his office and pokes his head in. Tim clearly has significantly more energy than John does. Take a burrito sleeping pill for lunch again? You know it. What the hell is your secret to staying so alert in the afternoon? You had that jumbo taco salad for lunch with extra black beans. Clark Street Nap Cafe. 15 minutes and I'm ready to go. John does a double take. Clark Street Nap Cafe? What the hell's a nap cafe? Take a wild guess, Tim says. Come on, I'll show you. Tim escorts John out of the office. Scene cuts to Tim and John walking to a storefront that looks like a cafe in the middle of downtown Chicago. Inside the area are a few tables and chairs and a counter. A clerk approaches them. On the other side of the counter there is a long hallway with a well-organized multi-unit curtain structure like you would see in a hospital where they are separating beds. The place is very quiet and peaceful. Tim, nice to see you again, the clerk says in a soft voice. Back for another one already? No, let's go about 20 minutes for my pal John here. He's a new customer. Certainly, the clerk says. Right this way, sir. Put it on my account, Tim says. The clerk then ushers John towards the back. The scene follows John and the clerk, but Tim continues speaking to the camera and/or voiced over. Now he is adopting the role of spokesman. You deal with this every day. You need an afternoon nap, but corporate norms in America label nappers as lazy roustabouts. But you work hard and focus like crazy when you're not in a food coma. Your boss gets to close his door and kick his feet up, but where can you go? Well, now you can visit the Clark Street Nap Cafe in downtown Chicago, where for the price of $10 an hour prorated, you can have a luxurious sectional sofa to sleep off that burrito, taco salad, or Chinese food lunch that just has you dragging your feet. The scene shows the clerk pulling back a curtain to reveal a sofa with a sheet on it. John looks excited. He feels the texture and the softness of the sofa, almost like an IKEA customer getting ready to buy a couch. John then asks the clerk, But I don't think I need a full hour. Do I have to pay for a full hour? Back towards the front, Tim answers the question, speaking directly to the camera. At the Clark Street Nap Cafe, you're charged in 6-minute increments with a $3 minimum. That's the cheapest 15-minute nap you can get in the city unless you want to be caught at your desk looking like a lackey. Now the scene shows John sitting at the side of the sofa, untying his shoes and getting ready to stretch out. He sighs the pleased sigh of a guy who's about to get some rest. John then asks the clerk, Is this sanitary? Tim, of course answering the question as the spokesman, says, Before and after each use, the sofa is wiped down with disinfectant and outfitted with a brand new, fresh, clean couch sheet. We next see the clerk pulling away an old sheet from the sofa, using a spray bottle and rag to wipe down the sofa, and then preparing to put a new sheet on the sofa. John looks again at the clerk and says, But what about a pillow? The clerk then hands a pillow to John, who looks at it for a second, then shrugs, as if to say, I'm too tired to care. Tim then, speaking directly to the camera, says, Community pillows are available free of charge. However, customers are encouraged to bring their own nap kit. Those who do will receive a 10% discount. The scene shows another customer greeting the clerk like an old friend, with a backpack containing his sheet and pillow. John then asks another question to the clerk. But what if I don't work close to the cafe? Tim, again answering the question now voiced over, says, That concern will soon be a thing of the past. Starting next month, the Clark Street mobile nap truck fleet will come directly to you. A fleet of nap trucks will be stationed all over the city to make naps more convenient than ever. During this voiceover, we see footage of a large truck looking like a U-Haul parked on a downtown street with people lined up near it, almost like a food truck, paying for the opportunity to climb into the back and take a nap on a sofa. Some of them are holding their pillows and blankets as they wait. The scene looks very, very sketchy, and the driver looks like a recently paroled criminal who is about to drive the truck away as soon as all the nappers are loaded into the back. The scene then cuts to John, passed out restfully on the sofa. After lingering for a few seconds, cuts again to Tim at the front of the store, speaking directly into the camera. American workers need a goddamn nap after lunch every once in a while. The Clark Street Nap Cafe lets them do so in peace so they can get back to work refreshed and ready to finish the day. Now that the nap is done, the scene cuts to John waking up, stretching, slipping his shoes back on, and returning to the front of the store. Feeling better? Tim asks. Amazing. Excellent, Tim says. Let's get back to work. They both smile broadly, and the scene fades on the guys returning to work with a little more spring in their step. And scene. Recorded May 15th, 2013.